football obviously looking for a new head coach after firing Billy Napier. It's to me obviously a super proud program, and they continue to play hard.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. They're playing hard here for interim head coach Billy Gonzalez.
I think the game against Kentucky was a one-off.
Yes.
That shocked pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
No one could have predicted that. But, I mean, they gave Ole Miss a run for their money.
Absolutely.
And, honestly, I think I brought it up last week when we had Camden Morris on. I was like, you know, what happens if Lane Kiffin loses this game? I feel like the narrative is going to be, well, he just wanted to throw the game so that way he could get to Gainesville a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
And, honestly, for a while, I was like, DJ Lagway's playing pretty good.
Yep. He was playing really good football. And I found it funny. We'll talk both on and off the field. I'll talk off the field for one quick second. I found it hilarious that both the Florida fans and the Ole Miss fans were wearing "We Want Lane" shirts on.
Yes.
We want Lane Kiffin, and then handed Kewan Lacy the belt. The BTA.
That's what has started to come to fruition in the recent weeks.
Absolutely. But you're right. I think there's a Florida team that continues to fight, but Ole Miss is just a little too strong.
A little too strong indeed. And honestly, I think it's a little bit shocking to me that Lane has been kind of mum about his future. It would be a little bit. If I were an Ole Miss fan, I'd be a little concerned because I was listening to his press conference the other day, and it doesn't give you any reassurance.
Yeah.
Even though I do think he's gonna stay.
Me too. Yeah.
Like, again, it's not always greener on the other side.
Right.
And he has a chance to win a national title this year.
Yep.
I don't think that they're gonna get embarrassed by Mississippi State. Now, crazier things have happened.
Right.
But even then, I could still see a 2-loss Ole Miss team making the college football playoff.
Me too.
Because of that road win at Oklahoma.
Yep. I do too. And with Lane, sometimes I wonder, because Lane is very calculated. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder how much of this kind of silence is a calculated thing, just to make, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you gave him some truth serum. He comes out and says, I just wanted to make our fans sweat a little bit, or make himself even feel better. Like, hey, I'm really wanted by all these people, and people can call that insecure or whatever. But I just think that there's a part of him that might think, okay, let me hold off on this, and even if it's to be able to get a little bit more money. Or if it's Jimmy Sexton saying, hey, look, or his agent saying, hey, look, just stay quiet for a little bit.
Jimmy Sexton's always going to want more money.
100%.
He's going to make so much money.
Oh, it's
just unreal.
This offseason for him, it's going to be like when a real estate agent just has like an incredible summer and he or she's selling mansion after mansion.
Just swimming in money.
Yes, everything is selling, and you're just off on a hot streak. That is going to be Jimmy Sexton this year. But we did get a chance to hear from the Florida interim head coach, Billy Gonzalez, after a hard-fought game but a loss in Oxford.
They came out, they had a long drive. They got the ball back on the minus 25. They had a long drive, and if you take a look at that, it's a freak play. We got them to a 4th and 7, and quarterback throws the ball. It gets batted down. He catches his own pass and gets a first down. And then right after that, we gave up an explosive. I think that's one thing we need to continue to harp with and continue to clean up is we've got to eliminate the explosive plays. Explosive plays, we talk about it on the offensive side, what they can do for momentum for the offense. It puts points up, and so we've got to eliminate the explosive plays. We got them to a 4th and 1 in big personnel. They got first down, but all of a sudden we kind of parlayed it in a 4th and 1 on the 1, and we stopped them, which is a big time stop for us. We got the ball back at 7:51 on the clock on the minus 1 yard line. Thought process when you get the ball back then is to try to get 2 first downs. Move the field position, play the battle of field position. We ended up popping a really nice pass to Tony for close to 44 yards. We got the ball out. Tommy came in and punted the ball and completely flipped the field for us. So we did a really good job of flipping the field. They got the ball back. We stopped them. We made them punt. And then right here, the second that second drive we had a 3 and out, which was critical because we had the punt. They got the ball back. On a 3rd and 5, they had another explosive play. They got down to a 1st and goal, had a TD run, took them up to 24-27.
So as Billy Gonzalez breaking down the game there in Ole Miss. Team played very, very well, but it was the play of a couple of guys, and I thought Trinidad Shambliss did a really good job there at quarterback. But their running back in Kewan Lacy has been unbelievable.
I think we need to start having a talk here.
Okay.
I think Kewan Lacy is not only the best running back in the country. You can make the argument he's the best running back in Ole Miss history.
Possibly, yeah.
He's up to 19 touchdowns, I believe, this year. And he's going to be the first running back off the board. In the draft in
the draft. He is a prototypical back, and he has just been unbelievable for this football team. He does it so many different ways because he can beat you with speed, he can beat you with power, and of course, like you said, he's got a nose for the end zone. He's found the end zone dang near 20 times this season, and this is an offense that really likes to throw the football, and so sometimes you have lighter boxes, but then second and one. They're not afraid to hand it right to Kewan Lacy. There you see his numbers: 31 carries, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns in the game against Florida this past week. And if I saw it right, they have both Kewan Lacy and Ahmad Hardy as the SEC Player of the Week award winners this year for the offense. There you see his numbers, though. Just an unbelievable day. A 59-yard run that popped it there in that football game. But I think you're right. When I see him, I see an NFL running back. This is what I see.
And you know what I see?
What's that?
They're not spelled the same, but I see another Lacy. In him.
Yeah.
The former Alabama running back Eddie Lacy.
That's right, Eddie Lacy. Yeah,
he had a pretty good. Yeah, his career was short in the NFL, but I always remember watching Green Bay games, and anytime there was a big game, he would show up.
Exactly, yeah, and he was huge there in that game, and we did get a chance to hear from Lane Kiffin on that win, thanks in large part to Kewan Lacy.
Really unusual game, Trinidad misses a throw that he makes 100 out of 100 times. When he dirts the ball, it is right on the 4th down to leave it down there on the 1. So some unusual things happen, but you got to overcome those. I feel like in this course of this season, we've gotten a lot of breaks, I've said. And then today some went the other way, like the hands to the face during the kick. That's not post-kick, okay? So that should be first down there. And doesn't do any good when you come over, you talk about it, and then you say afterwards, yeah, you're right. Well, that's the point of getting it right as officials. So that was really frustrating, as you probably saw, because that's a critical play. It's first and goal right there instead of the field goal, and obviously it was during the kick. So whatever.
He didn't get fined for that. I don't think.
How
do you not get fined for that?
For all of the stuff that I've heard about officials and critiquing officials, I think what saved him there is when he was saying back when he was quoting the officials saying that the officials told him he was right. So maybe that saves him. But I mean, nobody else was in that conversation. But usually the league is like, hey, they want coaches to stay away from criticizing the officials because it's like, hey, we all live under the same umbrella over here. But I was right there with you. I found it hilarious that he did not get fined.
And I'm not a Lane hater, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lane was watching this because he's always on social media. He always does some trolling. We do a little bit of trolling around here, but I mean, I thought that was a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
But he's right.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, you can't just be like, yeah, you're right. Because let's say, for example, it's in a much bigger situation. It's in the SEC championship. It's in the college football national championship. You were right. Doesn't really do him any good.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. And you want to get it right on the field.
Right. And this is why we have reviews and stuff. I'm a proponent of, hey, if there's I think there's a fine line between a play that shouldn't be reviewed versus a play that should be reviewed.
Yes.
I think 85% of plays should be reviewed.
Yeah.
There's a couple where it's like, all right, well, we can't just review everything. But
right.
We've seen it time and time again this year. I can criticize the officials because I won't get fined from the SEC. I mean, we saw it with Auburn this year.
Yeah.
And now we saw it there.
Yeah.
SEC, don't find me.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, it's not been a great year for SEC officiating.
No.
That is for sure.